Hello students, today we're going to study about files in data structure using C. Myself, Dr. Harish Kamath, Head of the Department, Canara Welfare Trust, Livekar BCA College, Karwar, Karnataka. Now, let us have an outline on the matters to discuss. Introduction, naming a file, opening a file, closing a file, and the operations like writing data into the file, reading data from the file, error handling, and random access to the file. For the first, introduction, a file are the containers of relative data in the computer memory. The file data type is in C language. It is called empty data set. The data structure is defined in the file called standard input output header file. The file data structure or the file can take any type of data such as character, integer, float, or tuple. The question that what happens with the data after the termination of the program execution? When we deal with a simple C program, during execution of the program, we feed the data and the program takes the data, stores it, processes it, and then it gives output. And as we get the output, further we don't require our program execution. What we do is we terminate the execution. So during execution of the program, the data which are fed, what happens with those data just after the termination of the program execution? Yes, of course, you're correct. That the data which were stored during execution of the programming, the data are lost or discarded. The second question comes that if those data are lost after the termination of the program execution, then where those data are stored? Those data are stored nowhere but it is stored in the RAM memory. So in file, the file keyword itself is a data type. Like we say character char, we say for integer int, and for floating we say float, and then for double double. Likewise, to have a file data type, we have to declare a variable with a keyword called file. It's in capital FILE. So the declaration should be along with the variable. Now here the file is a data type. Star FP is a pointer variable, and even one more variable is declared of file, that is star PTR. As file variables are going to contain the address of the file itself. So to store the address of the address or the location, memory location, we require pointer type of variable. Here this is nothing but file pointer variable. See, file pointer variables are by default, it points to the first character of the mentioned file. When file is created, the cursor, that is the file pointer, will be pointing to the very first character of the file. Now let us study how to name the file. So file name must be relevant. Name of the file, it is general word. No rules are applied while naming a file. You can give xyz123 admission dot etc. For example, see admission 2020.txt salary, that is staff salary.txt, etc. Now this is with naming a file. Now creating or opening a file, very important one. So to create or open a file, one must know the purpose of the file. When we open a file, either we can write into the file or we can read the data from the file. So that must be one of the purpose of opening a file. That is, either it should be for read purpose or for write purpose. So the function fopen supports to create or open a file. So the general syntax will be like this: file, file data type, and then file pointer variable, and then fopen function, and then name of the file, this first parameter, and then this is second parameter. Now let us study more about what all these parameters are. Where fp, this file pointer, a valid file pointer variable, holds the pointer to the respective file. Now the first parameter in the fopen function, that is abc, that is name of the file, the name of the file. So when file is created, the name of that file, that is specified here. It should be specified by the user or the programmer itself. And the second parameter, that is xyz, is going to tell the compiler, or using the fopen function, what is the purpose of the file. As I already said, the purpose can be in the beginning two, that is read or write, and later extended part, when we have created a file which has got data into that, we can modify that, we call it as append. See, the function fopen returns a file pointer on successful on creating a file, and on unsuccessful it returns a null pointer. So when fopen is used and file name is specified and the purpose of the file is specified, on successful of creating this file, the memory location of the file is assigned to the file pointer. If the memory location in the computer memory is not available, that means it is unsuccessful because of xyz reason that we shall see further. Because of xyz reason, if the file is not created, then the file pointer will have a null pointer, that is null value, null. Now we shall learn more about the second parameter which is specified in the fopen function, that is mode of the file. So the mode of the file is nothing but is a purpose of creating a file. Mode is a character constant which tells the compiler what is the purpose of creating the file. So the modes in fopen are, so we have in the beginning, we have the character constant as r. If r is specified in the second parameter, that is as a mode, then the purpose is only for read, and when it is specified w, then write only. When it is specified a, then it is append only. So we need to be very careful. When we open a file for read mode, we can only read the data from the file. We cannot write at all if the file is open for read mode or with the read mode. So when we have specified the file purpose as write, then we can only write data into the file. We cannot read at all. So when we have specified, or if it is specified as a, that is append, then we can append the data from the file. So we have still some more character constant, that is r plus w plus and then a plus. So r plus w plus is for read and write both, and a plus is for read, write and append. So once again, the mode of the files are going to specify the purpose of opening the file. If the file is opened for a particular purpose, then only for that purpose the file can be used. For example, here we have read mode, write mode. So when the file is open for read mode, we can only read data from the file. When the file is open for write mode, that is W, then we can only write the data from the file. We cannot read the data from the file. When it is append mode, then we can add or manipulate data from the file. So this is about mode of the file. Now closing the file. So whenever we open a file, before we terminate the execution, definitely the file must be closed, or the chances of losing the data which are from the file which are stored during the execution of the program. So fclose is a function which supports to close a file which is open. To close a file must be opened either for read mode, write mode or append mode. So the general syntax is very simple. Fclose a single parameter. So the single parameter, that is fclose function, it takes one parameter, that is file pointer variable. This is nothing but file pointer variable, that is ABC is a file pointer. So fclose function deals with closing a open file. So whenever we open a file for read mode, and as soon as we read the data, and later on if we want to write data into the file, then the file must be closed and it should be reopened with the write mode, and then write data into the file and later on close the file. So only the purpose of closing or the fclose function is to close the file. Now a sample C program to open and close a file. Yes, here comes. So header files which are needed, as our fopen function and other functions are declared in this header file main function. So in the beginning we have to declare a file pointer ptr. So this is file pointer variable, and the second statement it says file pointer, that is ptr is equals to fopen and file name. Here the name of the file is testopenclose.txt, and this file is open for write mode. So when the file does not exist, if the file is not created and you try to open it with the read mode, which is not possible. You cannot open a file with the read mode if the file is not existing. So here we are creating a file, that is it is with the write mode, and then here we are going to check. This is as we have studied, fopen function returns pointer to the variable. So here, and if the function does not create any file, then the fopen function returns null value. Here we are checking whether the pointer is pointing to any of the file or not. So here we are checking ptr not equal to null. If it is equal to null, then it is not possible. So here we are checking if it is not equal to null, that means when this is ptr, when this file pointer is not equal to null, that means file pointer has a memory location which is pointed by this file pointer, and the name of that memory location, that file is testopenclose.txt. So here it displays a file is created, and thereafter So if the file pointer is not equals to null, then it displays as file is created. If it is equal to null, if it is false, then it goes to else part and it says file could not be created. And then the last important part, that is fclose, closing the file. So fclose ptr, so this is closing the file, and that's it. So when after the successful execution of this program, you get test open close.txt in the same location where this program is stored. You can use any of the compiler, store the file, type the program, store the file, and after successful execution, wherever this program is stored in the same location, you will get test open close.txt file. Here, this can be any relevant name of your file. So here is a snapshot. So my file, that is C program file, is here, that is open close, and in the same location I have a file called test open close.txt file. Here you can see it. So this is it about sample program illustrating open and close function, that is fopen and then fclose. Here file is created. That's it. Now your assignment: write a C program to create a file with the name entered by the user. The description is: during execution of the program, read the name of the file from the user and create the file with the same name and display the result. So during execution, file name must be read by or read from the user, store the file name, and then create the file and display file is created or file is not created. That's it. So this is your assignment number 1. Now moving further, we have file operations, that is writing data into the file. Writing data into the files. So writing data can be done with the help of 3 functions, that is putc, putw, and fprintf. These first two are unformatted input function, whereas fprintf is formatted input function. Now we'll see more on putc. This putc function takes a single character and writes into the specified file. The general syntax is like this: putc and then character which is to be inserted in the file and then file pointer. Here putc takes 2 parameters, first and second, and the first parameter, that is character, any ASCII character or a character variable which contains ASCII character. And then the second parameter, it speaks about pointer, the pointer file pointer variable. For example, file, if it is declared like this, using fopen, if the file is created, that is test.txt, with the write mode if it is opened, and then putc, single character, within single character a, and then ptr. That means here with these 2 statements, test.txt file is created with the write mode and the pointer is assigned to ptr variable. And further, using putc, a single character a, here we are assigning ASCII character a and it is written in the ptr. This is nothing but this a is getting stored in test.txt. Now let us have a look on illustrating putc with the help of a C program. Again, file pointer is declared, and then using that file pointer with the help of fopen, a file is created, that is testputc.txt. It is created, and it is created with the mode w, and then here we are checking whether this fopen is successful or not. If it is successful, then if the file is created, then what we are doing, we are writing a character a in ptr, and then that's it, data is written into the file, and then f close. That's it. This is a sample illustrating program. You can modify the program as per your requirement. See, upon successful execution, you'll get a file called testputc.txt in the same location where this program is stored, with data written into it. You can open the file, and you can read the data from the file. Now moving with the next input function, that is putw. This function takes numeric data or writes numeric data. This takes numeric data and writes into the specified file. The general syntax is this: putw, that is first parameter, and the second parameter. The first parameter speaks about numeric value, any numeric value, and then the second parameter is pointer. For example, if the file is created, test putw.txt with the help of write mode, if it is created, and then store it here, the file pointer is stored here, and then putw with the help of putw function, we are writing integer numeric value 50 with the pointer. A sample program illustrating putw function. File pointer is declared with the help of fopen. Test putw.txt is created with the on write mode, and pointer is assigned to ptr. Again we are checking, and then putw 50 is assigned to ptr file, and data is written, and f close pointer. Now assignment number 2 and 3. Number 2. Write a C program to create a file and write a character. The description is: during execution of the program, read the name of the file and a character from the user and write into the file and display the result. And the third assignment is: write a C program to create a file and write numeric value. The description of the program is: during execution of the program, read the name of the file and a numeric value from the user and write into the file and display the result. Now moving with the formatted input function, that is fprintf. This is formatted input function, supports to input any type of data into the file. Here multiple types of data can be written into the file at once. So whereas in unformatted putc, putw, using putc we can write only single character at a time, whereas single character, and using putw we can write single numeric value at a time, whereas fprintf function writes more than one type of data at once into the specified file. Now let's have a look on the general syntax. Fprintf, and then file pointer variable, format specifier, and comma separated variable or direct data itself, where ptr is a file pointer variable, and then format specifier maybe mod c, mod d, or %f, %lf, %s, and etc. the variable, here variable which has got data, or directly you can specify the data itself. For example, is here you can have a look, fprintf ptr, and then format specifiers, and then here I have passed the data itself. So my data are 28, Pratik and Yam. See, these all three data with the help of this format specifier are getting stored in ptr file pointer variable, whereas this file pointer variable is pointing to one of the file. Now let us have a look on the illustration of fprintf function. Now here I have declared a file pointer variable, and further I have declared some variables like roll number which has got numeric value, here character m which has got gender, and then name which is stored in the name. So here I have created test fprintf.txt with the write mode using fopen function, and the pointer is assigned to the ptr variable. Now further, if ptr is not equals to null, what I am doing is I am assigning with the help of these format specifier our number, name and gender. So we have to take care of when the format specifier is specified, respective data or respective variable of the same type should be specified or mentioned in the fprintf, and these data are going to store in ptr variable or ptr file pointer. Now after that, display an appropriate message and then close the file, and that's. So upon successful execution, you get a file test fprintf txt in the same location where this program is stored with the data written. So you can have a look. So I have created the file. It is test fprintf. You can have a look. It is reading as test printf txt. I have opened it with the help of Notepad application, and then the content of the file is 1017 Rakesh M. It is the data written in the same format in which it is written. You can have a look. In the fourth assignment, write a C program to create a file and read, write a roll number, name and class of the student into the same file. Description is, during execution of the program, read the file name, that is reading file name is from the user itself. You read the name for the file and create the file with the same name, and along with that read the data, that is roll number, name and class of a student, and display the result. Yes. Now with that we are done with writing data into the file. Now it is reading data from the file. So writing is over. Now we shall learn about how to read the data from the file once it is created. Now these functions helps to read the data from the file, that is getW, getC and fscanf. The first two, getC and getW, are unformatted function, whereas fscanf is formatted function. Now let's see about getC. So this function is used to read a character from a file. The general syntax, that is character data type, getC, pointer variable, whereas char is character type of variable. Here a variable of character type must be specified, as getC function is returning a character from the specified files, that is file pointer variable. For example, char ch is equals to getC ptr. So file pointer variable to which file it is pointing. From that file it is fetching a character with the help of getC, and then get the returned character is stored in ch character type of variable. Now let us have a look on the getC program. Again same, declare variable, declare file pointer variable, and then open a file with the help of with read mode. If it is not equals to null, then write a character and then display appropriate message that data is written into the file, and then close the file. Now with this we are done with opening a file, writing a data into the file, and closing the file. We are done with writing. Now again we need to open the file which is existing, changing the mode of the file to read. Open it, the same file which was created with read mode. So read mode. Now pointer is pointing to test putc.txt with the read mode. So getC, so as we said, getC from the pointer. Okay, and the character is read from the pointer and then store it here. So ch is having data read from the file test putc.txt. And after fetching it, display it. And after reading the data, so close the file and then close the main program. So here is the output window of this program. Data is written. It is because it was successful, and then here with the help of that it is opened again with the read mode, and then a character is read with the help of getC function, and then character is displayed. So this is what is first output statement, and then this is what is second output statement. This is it about getC reading or getting a character which is stored in the file. Now here we need to focus that reading a character getC, that is reading a character, is possible only when the user or the programmer knows how the data is written into the file. Then only the reading becomes appropriate. Now the second part, the getW function. This function is used to read numeric data from the specified file. General syntax, again variable, getW, ptr, variable, integer type of variable, and then pointer variable which is pointing to a particular file. For example, int r number equals to getW ptr. It is similar to your getC. That getC is reading a character from the specified file. getW is reading a numeric data from the specified file. Now let us have a look on a C program which illustrates getW function. File pointer is created, then variable is created, and then file is created, that is test getw.txt. So it is created with the write mode. If it is not equals to null, write. We are writing here a number 1017 in the pointer. So this 1017 with the help of pointer variable using putW function, it is written in test getw.txt file. Now data is written and then close the file. So writing is over. So when writing is over, close the file. Now we shall read the data from the file. So we need to open it once again with the help of read mode. So read mode, it is open, and then read the data with the help of getW function by specifying the file pointer, and then display same what is read. So our number is having the return value which is from getW function with the help of pointer, and then close the file, and then that's it. Here you should focus and make a note that if the file is opened for write mode and data is written, and again further if the file is opened instead R, if you specify write mode, the data which were there in the file are overwritten by the new file. That means if the file is already existing and if you create it again with the write mode, the existing file is overridden by the new file. That means the data which were there already are lost and new file is created. So you need to take care about it while creating a file, while specifying write mode, read mode, and you need to focus. Now here we'll have again same thing, and after successful compilation and execution you get test getw.txt in the same location where the file program is stored, and you can have a look on the output. So here data is written into the file, data is written, and R number, nowhere it was assigned, R number is assigned by the returned value from the getW function which is specified by the pointer, and it is stored here, and then R number is specified, is concatenated with a user string, and with the help of printf it is displayed. So here roll number is 1017, it is read from the file. So this is about getW function which reads a numeric data from the file. Now assignment number 5 and 6, that is write a C program to create a file and write a character. That is during description of the program. Assignment program 5 is during execution of the program read the file name and a character from the user and write the same in the file and display the result. And similarly assignment number 6 speaks about write a C program to create a file, write a numeric value. The description of the program or assignment 6 is during execution of the program read the file name and a numeric value from the user and write it into the file and display the result. Here you need to read, in both the cases you need to read the name of the file which is to be created from the user, and then in the assignment number 5 read a single character from the user and write it into the file and fetch it from the file and display it. And here you'll have to make use of fopen function for write mode, and then put C, and then again F, and then F close, and then again F open with read mode, and then get C, and then you are displaying the function data, and then close. Here similarly numeric value, here with the character, here with numeric. This is it about your reading the data from the file. Get C, get. Now fscanf, your get C reads a single character from the file, get W reads a numeric value from the file at once, whereas your scanf function helps to read multiple type of data. That is, using fprintf we write multiple type of data into the file. Similarly fscanf function reads multiple type of data from the file. It is formatted output function, supports read any type of data from the file. Multiple types of data can be read from the file at once. General syntax, here it goes: fscanf ptr format specifier comma separated variable address. Here important part is comma separated variable address. We'll see where ptr is a file pointer variable, format specifier one of the standard format specifier, and then variables, address of the variable which will get data from the file. For example, int declare some variable int r character name of 10 gender, then fscanf ptr mod d mod s and mod c ampersand roll number r number comma name comma gender. Here ampersand of r number is specified. As it is integer type of data, it requires ampersand, whereas the rest two are of character type, does not require ampersand. The data, see this in the same similar format we had written data into the file, that is f print f ptr mod d mod s mod c 1017 Rakesh and m. Likewise we have reading the data, and then that 1017 is going to store here, name is going to store here, and the gender which is read from the file is going to be stored here. Now let us have a look on a C program which illustrates fscanf. Main program, and then here I have declared a name character variable name which has got a data, that is Rajat, and the next one is int roll number 1017 and a file pointer variable. Now I have created a file called testfscanf.txt. Here file is created test fscanf.txt with the write move. It is pointed by ptr, and further what I do is with the help of fprintf specifying the pointer mod d mod s r number and names are written in the ptr, and that ptr is pointing to test fscanf.txt, and here displays an appropriate message. After writing the data into the file, must be closed. Then further reopening the file with read mode. So again we have opened the file test fscanf.txt with the read mode, and then with the help of fscanf ptr mod d ampersand r number and name, these two variables are going to get data which were stored in this file. So initially these variables had data, that is Rajat and 1017 in the name and r number respectively, and those variables are specified in the parameter fprintf. The data are written into the file, and now further we are reading data from the file, that is with the help of fscanf, and we are printing the same, that is print roll number and name, that is mod d with /t and mod s, then r number and name, and after reading the data you need to close the file, close it, that's it. And then the output of this program is going to be like this: data is written into the file, file data is written into the file data is roll number name, roll number and name, it is 1017 and then Rajat. So our number and name are like this. So this is what is illustration of fscanf, which reads more than one type of data from the file. Similarly fprintf, which is writing more than one type of data into the file. So this is it about fscanf. Now the assignment: write a C program to create a file, read roll number, name and marks scored in two subjects of a student and display the same. The description is: during execution of the program, read the file name and data. The data are roll number name and marks scored in two subjects by a student, and write those data into the file and read the data from the file and display the result. Now, now moving ahead, when we deal with file, we'll come across errors, of course. So what exactly is error and how it can be handled, that we shall see. Now, as I said, error will occur not by its own because of the wrong statement. So maybe we try to read the data beyond the end of the file. So if our file has got a name called, for example, Divekar College, it says Divekar College, and using fscanf we are reading the data, or using getC we are reading the data, and our pointer has reached to the last character in the file, that is E, college, that is E, and even after this, if you try to read the data beyond this, then definitely there exists no data actually. So here it leads or it generates an error. So it is to be handled. Or the error may be because of you don't create a file, or the file does not exist at all and you try to open it with read mode, which is not possible. Whether the file exists or not, if we try to create file or open a file with write mode, it is possible. So before we create a file, we cannot open a file at all. So error occurs here. The file is existing and we are referring the wrong file name. So the pointer will not point or will not understand which file is to be pointed. For example, we say testdata.txt, that is the file name which is pointed by pointer with write mode. So after some statement, we close this file and we reopen it with the read mode. Then instead specifying test data testdata, if we specify testdat.txt, which has got spelling mistake, that means that file does not exist at all. That time it creates error. The mode of the file is different. See, a file is created for write mode, and only we can write the data into the file. We cannot read the data into the first statement speaks that fopen abc.txt write mode. In the next statement, we are writing, or it is specified, getC, which is not possible. The first statement is for write, the second statement is for speaking about getC, reading a character from the file, which is not possible. The file is open for write mode, only writing is possible, whereas the second statement is asking for read the data from the file, which is not possible at all because the file is not available for read mode. It is available only for write mode because of the statement 1. So mode of the file is different. Now we shall see when these things happens or is about to happen, how these are to be handled. So error handling function. The following function supports to handle the errors FEOF and FERROR. Now focusing on the FEOF. This function is used to check the end of the file. It takes one parameter of file pointer variable and returns an integer value, that is non-zero or 0. If it is reached, it returns non-zero. If the end of the file is reached, then it returns 0. General syntax FEOF pointer, where pointer ptr is file. Now we shall see a C program which illustrates the use of FEOF. File pointer is declared, a character variable is declared, a file is created, test FEOF, which is opened with the write mode, and then a character K is written with the help of put C, and the file is closed. With this, we have written a character in the test FEOF file. And then again we are reading the same file with the read mode. If it is not equals to null, then if it is equals to null, then the file could not be opened, and then return 1. And then moving ahead, it's reading the file from the reading the data from the file. While equals to 1, see, using get C, we are reading a single character from the file ch, and then if FEOF of FP, that is end of the file, is reached with the file pointer, then what we are doing is we are breaking the while and we are getting exit, closing the file. So it's so as because the file pointer is reached to end of the file. And then lastly closing the file, and here is the output, reading the data, reading the file test FEOF.txt, and that data is read, and here with the help of this printf, see this K is getting written, and then actually as FEOF, and then counter the end of the file, and then file is closed. This is okay. And then moving with the next error handling function, that is ferror. This function is used to check the status of the file, whether file exists or not. The mode of the file is proper or not. The general syntax is ferror pointer variable, where pointer variable is a pointer variable, file pointer variable which is pointing to the particular file, and ferror returns non-zero if error is detected, otherwise it returns 0. Assignment number 8 and 9. 8. Write a C program to create a file, read and store n numbers. Using this file data, create 2 more files. The description of the file, what to create is create a data.txt file. Here you have to create a file which has got n data. N data. Say number 1, 3, 10, -5, etc. So here file is created, and this file name is data.txt, and n numbers are stored in that. And further create 2 more files which consist even and odd numbers. 2 more files are to be created. I have created one file, that is even. This is your data file, and then third file is odd. Now further, 2 files are created. Data should be read from the data.txt, and this file will have data from original data, that is data.txt file. Now single data to be read, one is to be read, one is read, and what is the nature of data 1, whether it is even or odd, it is odd, then 1 should be supplied to or should be stored to odd file, and then 3 should be read, 3 is again odd, put it in odd file, and then 10 is read, where that 10 is to be stored even file. Next 5 is read, where that 5 is to be inserted again as phi is odd, it should be put in odd phi. So this is about your description about assignment number 8. Now assignment number 9 is write a C program to create a file, read and store roll number, name and marks of student. Here description is create a file to read and data from the user, calculate total and percentage using marks code in 3 subjects and display the result. Here you have to create only one file which consists of data and this consists of data, that is roll number, name and marks of student, and the marks code in 3 subjects of a single student, and you need to calculate total and then percentage. Percentage can be calculated based on total. Total is sum of 3. So this is about assignment number 8. Now we just focus on random access to the file. Sequential access to the file means accessing from the beginning of the file, that is read and write sequentially, whereas random access to the file allows us or allows to access data from any location from the file. Now, the function supports to random access to the files are fseek, ftell and then fremind. So whenever a file is created or file is opened for read mode, when it is open for read mode, maybe the file has got data. For example, if the file has got data, then when file is open with the read mode, then the file pointer is pointing to the first character of the file. So from that beginning, the file can be accessed further. So here we have random access to the file, and these 3 functions supports us to have random access to the file. Now we'll see on first fseek. This function is used to move the file pointer position to the given location. General syntax fseek, fp, offset, start point. Now where fp is file pointer, offset is number of bytes or characters to be offset or moved from, and then start point, the current file pointer position. This is the current file position from where offset is to be added. fseek tells or returns 0 on success, otherwise non-zero. Now let us have a look on C program to illustrate fseek function. A file pointer is declared and a variable data, and then fopen function is used to create test fseek.txt with the help of write mode, and then further we are writing a statement, a string, welcome to Divekar BCA video tutorial class. With the help of fprintf we are writing into the test fseek.txt file, and then further after writing the data into the file we are closing the file, and then again we are opening the file with read mode and we are reading. As the file pointer is pointed with the help of fopen, as the file is opened, the file pointer is pointing to the very first character of the file data. Then from that point we are reading 45 characters, that is with the help of fgetS. FgetS is a function which reads a complete line from the file. and with the help of ptr it is specified. And then we are displaying before fseek, before applying that, what exactly we have read from the current position. So the current position is at the beginning itself, as the cursor has not moved, and that's it. Further, we have moved our file pointer or the cursor to 12th byte or 12th character. So fseek ptr 12. That means seek. We have forwarded. And then we are reading again this statement. We are reading those many characters. That is, you can say here 44 minus 12 you can do. Why? Because 12 characters are already left. Why? Because our current position of the cursor is at 12th byte or character. So character is read and it is stored in data, and then we are displaying after start point set to 12th character. So data is so and so. Okay, close the file. So you can have a look on the output before seek. So here it is before seek. Before seek, our data is welcome to Divekar BCA video tutorial class. So this is because of this statement. This is because before seek. So after seek, so the data is read. So pointer is moved to 12th byte and the data is read and it is stored in data, and then that data is displayed. So after start point to set to 12, your data is Divekar BCA video tutorial class. It is because the first 12th character, 12 characters, that is 1, 2, 3, and then here space is also a character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12. So up to the one character before Divekar D. So these are ignored. Why? Because our cursor is here because of fseek, and then after gettys, so gettys is reading all these things, this and this is displayed. Now the Baker PCA video tutorial class. So this is it about fseek. Now moving with the next function, ftell. So the name itself tell, it says tell, file pointer tell. So it says this function is used to get the current position of the file pointer. General syntax, integer, ftell, pointer variable, where integer, long integer type of variable which tells the location of the file pointer in the file. So ptr is file pointer variable which is pointing to one of the file. Ftell takes two parameter to the file pointer and returns long integer value. Current position, this returns the current position of the file pointer. Then last function, that is rewind. So using fseek, what we do is we move our, or we take our cursor to the particular location, whereas the rewind function takes back our cursor to the beginning of the file. So rewind function is used to move the file pointer position to the beginning of the file. The general syntax, rewind star ptr, so ptr, then where ptr file pointer variable, then rewind takes one parameter file pointer, and that's it. So sample C program to illustrate ftell and rewind. Now you can have a look. This file is created test.txt with a w, pointer is at so and so, ftell directly it is used, and then after that we are writing, after this we are writing file data or data into the particular file, and then we are closing the file, and then we are reading it once again with the read mode, and then what we are doing is fseek go to 12th position, after seek point as so and so, rewind and rewind it at. You can have a look on the output screen. So the first output statement, pointer is at 0. It is because this pointer is at 0, and here we have specified ftell. So after creating the file, as I said, the file pointer will be at the beginning of the file. So the beginning of the file location is 0. As in computer, the numbering starts with 0. So it is at the 0th location. So after writing data, welcome to the Divekar VCA video tutorial class. Closing the file, and then we have opened it once again with a read mode. So and with this fc function, we are taking our cursor to 12th position. Now our cursor is at 12th position or 12th byte. So after seek, pointer is at after seek, see the second statement, after seek pointer is at 12th position. Now our pointer cursor is at 12th position in the file, and after that we have made use of the function rewind. So rewind ptr. So rewind ptr. So now currently the location of the file pointer is at 12th byte. So because of rewind, the file pointer is reset to the 0th location. So what we are displaying is after rewind, what we are doing, printf after rewind pointer is at the third statement, printf display statement says after rewind pointer is at 0th location. So close the file and then return. The assignment number 10 is write a C program to create a file, read and store roll number, name and marks of n student. Here programming pattern is little extended. Here we are reading the n number students detail, that is the description. Create a file to read data from the user. First part is create a file, read the name of the file from the user itself, and then read the details of n student. To read the details of n student, first you should know what is n. Second part, after creating a file, is you should read the number of students, and then further read one by one details of n number of students. For example, the file name is stud.txt, and then number of students are 5, and then further read the details of first student, roll number, name, marks, and here mark should be score should be read. It is scored in 3 subject. So here using marks scored in 3 subject. 3 subject marks are to be read of one student, and then you have read of second student, read of third, fourth and fifth. After reading all this data one by one, store it in the file, and then lastly calculate the total and percentage using so and so and display the result. This is your assignment number 10. With this, we have come to an end. So far, we have discussed the file data type in the data structure using C. That is, what is file, what is the purpose of file, how to name a file, what are the relevant names, how to open the file, that is using fopen function, and then closing a file. So using fclose. Here opening and closing. Fopen, which takes two parameters. One is name of the file and second is purpose of the file. So purpose of the file is mode of the file. So mode can be read, write or append. Read for R for read, W for write, and then A for append. Then closing a file. Whenever a file is opened, it should be closed. So fopen, then file pointer variable. Moving further, file operations, that is writing data into the file. It is put C, put W, and F printf. Put C writes a single character into the specified file. Put W writes a numeric value into the specified file. F printf reads or writes more than one type of data at a time into the specified file, going with the reading data from the file. Get C, get W, and F scanf. These all three functions reads data from the file. Get C reads a character, whereas get W reads a numeric value, and lastly F scanf reads more than one type of data at once. So writing and reading are should be collaborated. Right? One can read data from the file only when the programmer knows how the data are written into the file. Then only it is possible. Then error handling, that is FEOF, that is end of the file, and then F error. And then lastly, random access to the file. To have a random access to the file, we have the functions called fseek, which takes our file pointer cursor to a particular location, and then ftell, which gives or tells the current location of the file pointer in the file, and then lastly rewind. This function takes the file pointer cursor to the beginning of the file. That's it. Thank you.